So, have y'all ever fought for a man that was no longer fighting for you?
I don't got enough men on my roster to even address that.
If we being honest, for me, I would have to say no. But I'm not gonna let you.
You need to fight for me if you like. You need to want me back.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like y'all capping, so I'm just gonna say.
Or broken up. Because
I ain't never had that.
I never had that.
Well, I have.
Yes, y'all have.
And I've definitely been there. Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Like Us TV. We're back with a new episode. I'm Ashley S.
I'm Jazz.
Aisha.
Keisha.
Ashley D.
So yeah, guys, we have a very interesting episode. Wait, hold on. What's this one called? What do we call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what did you say again?
So basically, how it relates to being desperate over a man, like your situations and how you guys have, been in that situation before.
Okay.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Like Us TV. We're back with a new episode. I'm Ashley S.
I'm Jazz.
I'm Aisha.
I'm Keisha.
And I'm Ashley D.
So I don't know if you all have seen, but in the news, in the shade room and stuff, Vivica Fox did an interview and she was talking about how she used to be in love with 50 Cent and she's kind of still in love with him. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Vivica Fox and 50 Cent, but we're also going to be talking about how once when we were kind of like stuck on a man and chasing behind a man. Okay, so ladies, do you feel that it was kind of desperate of her to bring up that old relationship? Like, was it too far?
I wouldn't say. I mean, it depends. Because if she just tried to do that to maybe, put a little something in his ear, like you need to call me tomorrow. You want to really, go back to track again, then maybe it wasn't desperate. She just missed him. She just went about a little crazy. But I don't know.
I mean, wasn't it an interview though?
Yeah.
I mean, people were asking her questions, and I feel like as a celebrity, as a social media influencer, most of your key relationships or key moments of why you are relevant, lit, or whatever, those are always brought up, no matter what. Like, even with Queen Naija, she's no longer with her first baby daddy, her ex-husband, but he's always brought up in every single scenario. It's just, I think that's what it was, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was desperate either because if you notice, she didn't start posting those pictures, like those throwback pictures of her and 50 Cent until after his girlfriend started chiming in and leaving shady comments on Twitter and then...
Oh, I didn't see all
that. Oh yeah, so the backstory is he is in a relationship. So that's why people were saying it was too far because he's moved on. He's with, her name is Cuban Link, just a IG influencer. So that's why they were saying it was too far because it's like, okay, he's in a new relationship. You shouldn't be talking about him. But she didn't say that she's still in love. She said she still has love for him.
Nah, she's still in love.
The throwback is too much though. I mean, if you ask that, that's one thing, but to just, so tomorrow, it's just like, you in a relationship right now and your man's ex just decides I'm throwing the throwback moment of me as, crazy.
I think that word was, he has a special place in my heart. She still on it.
What you think, Aisha?
I mean, I was just gonna say, I'm not letting no woman, man, indifferent know that I'm bothered by nothing. Even though, like you said, they do ask celebrities, you will always remember for the men that you were with as a woman, and even men, same thing for them. But even if I was a celebrity, I'm definitely next subject. You won't be helpful. I'm just not, even if I'm still in love, and that's something I'll probably even tell the person in private, but I just kind of feel like their relationship is literally 15 years later. Oh, I don't know how many years later, but it's been a long time.
Because them throwbacks was throwback.
And I'm just like, I mean, Vivica doesn't have much, I mean, I'm not going to say she doesn't have much going on, but essentially that's one of the highest points so far in her career is her dating him. And him still being pretty relevant. So they're going to ask the question, but I don't think she should have said anything about that. She said enough. We know you still feel about how you feel about him. So.
Yeah, I agree.
So have y'all ever fought for a man that was no longer fighting for you?
I don't got enough men on my roster to even address that.
If we being honest, for me, I would have to say no, but only because, I mean, y'all could blame it on the Leo in me, I don't know, but
Yeah.
my ego and my pride, it kicks in when I feel like either you playing me or you trying to embarrass me or you have embarrassed me or something. After that point, I'm mentally checked out. Like, I'm not thinking about you. I mean, I might, of course.
I was about to say, you still think.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about you, but I'm not gonna let you know that though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be thinking about you in private. Like outside, I'm gonna have a smile on my face.
Yeah.
If I might be
sure.
hurting a
Yeah.
little bit.
I just feel like you need to fight for me if you like. You
Exactly.
need to want me back.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like y'all capping, so I'm just gonna say.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna be
was about to say
honest.
my
I think
story,
y'all. Let me say why I feel like y'all capping, because I don't think any woman can sit here and say they haven't fought for a man, and it's not literally like you're crying and you telling him you in the hospital, you really not, because you want him to call you back. I'm more so saying like a man is like being like disrespectful, or he's not giving you the time of day right now, or he's ghosted you, or it's like some kind of form, and you was at home crying, or maybe you blew him up. Even if you called a man, in my opinion, more than 2 times back to back, that's
You talking about in a relationship or
Or you
broken
just
up?
talking
Because
about
I
in a
never
I ain't never had that.
I never had that
Well,
happen.
I have.
Now in a relationship, if you didn't say, you know, oh, I'm going on about my business today, and then I'm call your phone 10, 15 times, however long it takes me to answer. But I ain't never had nobody
Basically-
leave me, and I'm calling you.
But
back.
it's not about
Okay.
leave. I'm not saying leave. That's not what the question was.
Okay, what's
It's,
the
it's,
question?
the question is basically saying, have you ever been doing more to keep the man?
Yes,
than he doing
y'all
for
have.
And I've definitely been there.
I see.
I can't hear.
Sorry.
Just break
So-
down what the question means, because y'all saying
So,
fight for, like,
if-
that could go different ways.
Yeah.
So it just depends.
Jazz is actually, she's not capping though, because she hasn't had,
Yeah,
had
so
a lot
I'm
of
trying to figure out.
things actually. But for me, like, so the question is basically saying, have you ever basically been more into the man than he is
Okay,
in you,
that's- yeah.
and you're fighting to keep him, and he not really trying to stay,
I
or
never had that.
he keeps like disrespecting you, dogging you, and you keep just like wanting to make it work just because you're trying to fight to make it work.
Yes,
That's basically
y'all have. Listen,
what it
next
is.
question. That's all. Yeah, this next question.
I mean, I really never.
I want to say something. I think that the key to capturing your audience is being transparent. I feel like y'all might be looking at it in a different
So
way.
literal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not- It's
like,
literally
like,
just.
to me, I feel like when that question means, have you ever been a little more pressed than
Right.
you was? I feel like everybody
Every
has gone
woman
there.
has.
Even in a relationship. I've been in
Even
relationships where
you
sometimes
as a
I'm
married
not
woman,
too
if you're not finna, I'm not trying to be, I don't know your business, but even if you and David not seeing eye to eye, and maybe he's the one being a little bit more like, I don't want to fucking talk about it, or I just leave me alone, and you like, no, I want to talk. That's the same
Oh
thing.
no, that's not what I thought you said. That's not
Yeah.
the same. I thought you meant like how they're not together.
We talking about
and she and he
desperation.
on
That's
about
what
his
I meant.
business, and she like,
That's two
hey,
different
come back for
questions.
me. See, that's two different things.
that's not what I
Now,
was
what you
saying, though.
saying? Hell yeah, that's
Like, that's
definitely
what
happened.
So I think y'all should
Millions
look
of
at it- so I
times.
think y'all should look at it, and I want to do that question over. I don't know a woman who has
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
We all talking about
No,
the next
yeah, when you said in that context, I thought we were talking
Yeah.
about biblical.
No,
right.
this is even. Let's just take out that. What I feel like that question was implying is, have you just ever fought for anything? And yes. The question.
the question's gonna be yes for
You
everybody.
doing the most, you being
If a man
extra available.
yeah, like it's yes.
Right.
But y'all, the way y'all asked was,
So
can we clarify? 'Cause that's
okay,
really
it's still rolling,
different
right?
things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, so let's clarify because we had a little background conversation and everybody's kind of confused on the exact question. So, Jazz, Keisha, and Ashley, they thought we were saying if you completely moved on in a relationship, have you ever tried to go backwards and actually fight to get somebody back?
Yeah.
No, they haven't did that. But what we're saying is, have you ever been a little bit more pressed for a man than he's been for you? Like a little bit more extra, like available, things like
But
that.
no, that's not what she's saying, because I'm not pressed for no nigga.
No, Jazz,
What
you're
are you
getting
saying?
confused.
No,
I don't
it's
understand.
like okay.
That's what it is, you're
Y'all
being
are
more-
taking everything so literal. It's not like you laying in your bed and you like, I'm myself today because
That's what it sound like to me.
not what
That's
we're
not what it
saying. Press is even as small as double texting because they have not
Right.
responded. That's press.
Okay.
Well, if we talking about that, then yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hell yes, I have
Yeah,
definitely
then
100%. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna text you. You need to be answering me. You need to be talking to me, answering my question. Me, I'm just the type of person where I need to handle my issues right then and there.
Me too.
So if we having an argument, we having a disagreement, we not seeing eye to eye, I'm seeing something, I'm peeping something, I want to talk about it right then and there. I don't want to wait no time. And if you say I'm good, I don't want to talk right now. I'm that type of person that is one of my little toxic traits. I'm going to double text you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to tell you to even pull over in your car for us to have this conversation because we about to have this conversation. So
Period.
I have definitely been that girl. Probably still is that girl. But I'm getting better as that girl. I'm being a better version of myself. So catch me in the new me by my birthday in November.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely, like, especially when I had first came out of my relationship, I didn't really know how the game goes. I've definitely been that girl going out my way. Jazz had me in the kitchen cooking random stuff, like doing the most. That things like I never did, just to try to get somebody to like you more. When it really doesn't matter if they don't like you like that. So it's just like everybody has been there. Everybody's been through that dumb stage. So yeah. All right, but now we're going to the next question because that was just crazy.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
So, since we just left that question, what is going too far for a man in y'all opinion?
I feel like if he's just sitting there dogging you and he telling you straight up to your face, I don't want you, but in your head, you acting like I'm not listening.
You're not hearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you still going like trying to go above and beyond for this man, like he's telling you to your face. I feel like that's going to.
Yeah, well, you just like it's like for me, it's like you're ignoring the signs. Stop being naive. Like don't ignore the signs. Your friends telling you, everybody telling you, but you still not listening. Like sometimes you just gotta get out of your head and realize you need to do what's best for you. Like if you still like put on this effort, he literally is not like. He's showing you signs that you're not my woman no more. Like, or he just still messing up, and you just like keep putting effort. Like, no.
It's all about keeping the same energy that he keeps with you.
I just feel like, again, what Ashley talked about and a little bit what Jazz talked about, them to me are like the more extreme. But just even as simple as, because my dad always told me, if you like him more than he like you, the relationship is not going to work. So even when I feel myself get to that threshold of I might be a little bit more invested in this relationship or care a little bit more than you do, that right then is like I'm going too far. Yeah. And that's just for me now, but yeah.
Yeah, my mom always said like the man should love you more. It sounds crazy, but it's just in a different, like, of course y'all both gonna love each other, but he need to love you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you can always tell if a guy is not loving you to your expectations, and you need to realize that.
No, I agree with that 100%.
So why is it called bitter when you're just not really over a guy?
I guess that you just look dumb.
Like, don't you have a right to be in your feelings a little bit? Like, if he was your true love, can you still be in your feelings? Why is it bitter?
I feel like it's a healing process, and through that healing process, it's different stages. Yeah. So like once you like leave somebody alone, or I mean, if y'all working stuff out or however it is, like you're going to go through different stages. And some of those stages, like you might be a little angry at something that happened, and you might come off a little pressed, and it's just.
I mean, because I know relating back to Vivica and 50, if y'all are saying that maybe people are calling her bitter because
they were.
Everybody's calling her bitter off the strength of him being in an actual public relationship and it's disrespectful and the type of things that she said about him in their relationship. Okay, that's fine. But to go back and repost things like that, it's kind of like you trying to throw daggers and be shade and diminish the relationship he has now. Like, I think it was kind of for her trying to prove a point, like we always gonna love each other type of thing. Like a lot of people felt he validated her love for him once he made his follow-up comment. So now she felt like she had a one-up on his current girlfriend, and now people are looking at her as bitter because it's unnecessary to try to provoke someone when they already in a relationship. It was unnecessary.
I guess for her, I don't really think it was bitter. I think it's different because she's a celebrity. So I'm thinking she's like, oh, my name is up there, so let me kind of keep my name in the shade room, you know?
But I think maybe if she was truly happy,
really love him.
If she
definitely really loved him, but I don't think like a normal person is not gonna go post no pictures. Like I don't know, I've never.
You'll be surprised. Yes, they would.
Yes, they are.
I know people.
I see people on Facebook all the time.
I think she was kind of more in the vibe of like, if I wanted him, I think she was more kind of in the vibe like, if I wanted him, I could have him. And that's kind of what it was looking
shady.
like.
If a man is publicly saying he's with another woman, you should not be posting no pictures of him, no memories, no public acknowledgement of him. It's just like, have more respect for what you had.
So
who cares?
I don't think it's
I don't care if who you was.
But see, here's my thing. It's not bitter.
Michelle Obama.
Now, people go back to those pictures. It's not because she was bitter. She posted those pictures to get under his current girlfriend's skin.
Yeah, but I don't think
after she said something.
Because she just kept going. I think she called her, we gotta respect our elders, y'all, and she was saying a whole bunch of stuff. His current girlfriend towards Vivica Fox.
So here's where I'm gonna interject at, because I'm feeling aligned with what Jazz said. The reason why I am is because if I remember correctly, again, it was an interview, and like you said, with the celebrities that had the interview, and then Cupid Doll went out of her way to say all that sweet. In my opinion, it just felt like I'm very different. If somebody, that was shady to me for her even to say anything. Yeah. If as me being the woman and that's my man, I don't have to say nothing. I'm already won. I don't have to say nothing to you.
Exactly.
I feel like Cuban Link wanted to immerse herself in it. And if I was Vivica, I'm gonna show you. Like I'm gonna show you.
Like you Vivica Fox. Like
I don't know if she's I won't say she's being bitter. I just more so feel
women. She's a woman and we are emotional, and sometimes we just don't make the best choice.
Now I don't think she should have done it, because now she looked very thirsty. Behind it.
Yeah,
so that's a better word than bitter.
And that's what I said. Like if she was in like a relationship, a happy relationship, she
bothered.
Bothered.
My mantra is I don't want nobody to know I'm bothered. I am. So.
So I wouldn't say bitter, but thirsty was more.
Thirsty, bothered,
/ petty. Thirsty,
petty.
It was mainly petty.
Yeah, petty.
We're gonna go into the next one. Alright, so we was talking about desperation and being thirsty. So I want everybody to give an example of a time when you were just a little too thirsty. And I'll go first. So I'll let you say, okay, I remember one time like I was dating somebody who he went to like a college I was like 3 to 4 hours away, and I was just driving there all the time, and he really didn't care about me. Like when I wasn't there, he was having sex with other girls on his campus, and I was just being so naive, and he was really like selling me a dream, and you know what I'm saying? I was just really being stupid driving there all the time, and I thought he was gonna take me out on Valentine's Day, and he canceled like 2 days before, and I was just doing all the work, because he wasn't driving, I mean in the beginning, you know, before they get you, but a little bit of time, he wasn't putting in none of that effort, so that was one of them dumb moments, and I was putting the gas in the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right behind you, girl. So one time, he's my boyfriend, and just because us women, we just want to be there for our men. We want them to feel like we there with you in the trenches. He had no car, and I was thinking about all them times I drove all the way. It was a 45-minute drive just for me to see him, and I not ever once thought to myself like, hey, why he don't ask? He get the homeboys, the mamas, the cousins, everybody to take him to work and do all this other stuff, but you can't get nobody to bring you to me. You can't never come see me, but it's me going up and down the road, and I probably did that for probably like a year, just going out my way to see him. And I'm just like, when I think back, I just can't believe. I'm just so glad I don't do stuff like that anymore. Like,
my thirstiness worked out for me.
Oh yeah, Jazz was.
Because I know.
Having tagging along.
Yeah, because I drove from Atlanta to Carrollton every dang day, school and everything. But I don't know, it worked out. I mean, I was just trying to make my mark, let him know. I mean, he wanted it too, so
Jazz did the most for David, but he wanted her too.
Yeah.
It's just like I wasn't just doing the shit looking dumb. I was doing it, and you know, it was reciprocated. Yes, it was reciprocated.
Mine was I remember a guy wanted me, and I had a boyfriend, so I kept curving him, and then finally I broke up with my boyfriend for him, and then he curved me. I didn't want to. He wanted to start talking to another girl. The school year, y'all know how you had the little the winter break. School year, so it stopped for like however many weeks, 2-3 weeks. Came back, a new girl came to school. The girl liked him. He's like, oh dang, moving on from Keisha. Then I got a little jealous. I was like, okay, I'm ready to leave my man for you now. That wasn't happening. That wasn't happening for him. That was. Y'all know I dated with him for so long, so this was like freshman year.
Yeah, so I was like...
Yeah, it was freshman year of high school, but this is my story. But I was doing some crazy stuff. He was on the football team with my brother, so I went to every single game, every single track meet, and I was right there on the I went to the award ceremony. I went to every single thing for the rest of that school year. I showed up to prom.
You crazy.
I did everything. I showed up to everything, but we just still stayed cool after that, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit too much.
Mine's it was my boyfriend at the time. It was in college, but I did too much. I was cooking, not just cooking for him and his roommates, cleaning. Wasn't my damn apartment, they apartment, cleaning rooms, all kinds of shit.
Oh, not cleaning rooms.
Yeah, no, I was over there looking like
Wait, you was cleaning the roommate's room?
Oh, no. Okay, like his room in like the common area, but like still though, like I was over there
later on today to clean up, y'all. Don't worry about it.
Right, over there looking like a damn fake ass housewife with nothing to show for it.
Wait, what it was that they from Love and Hip Hop was like, hey Meg, see
Hey maid, yeah, bitch. I was the maid with my maid outfit on. That was me. Over there looking crazy.
Okay.
Only thing I want to say is I'm so glad that I know y'all seen that meme when the girl be paying for the stuff and the guy be behind her and he be,
hell no.
I'm just thinking, God, now that, God, and I'm sorry if I'm talking about one of y'all, but I'm so glad I never got to that level.
Some people be like going crazy, like just buying everything
and paying for everything. I'm so glad.
Ain't nobody sugar mama.
Yeah, I ain't never get to be a sugar mama.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right, guys, so we got one more question for everybody. So, can someone be the love of your life, even if you're not the love of their life? Because that's kind of what Vivica was saying. She was basically saying, I'm always have love for 50 Cent. And he kind of said it back, too. And they kind of broke it down to, like, it was kind of wrong timing. And they had, different parties in their ears and stuff, and the tabloids in their ears. Otherwise, it might have worked out. So, what do y'all think? Can you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because let's say, because timing can be wrong for real.
Yeah.
And let's say the influencer girl don't work out. Well, when they don't work out, because I don't. Who knows? They probably know. But and he run the tracker back again. The timing might just be better. So absolutely,
I agree. I feel like when a lot of people say that it's not a such thing as like timing or bad timing, and I'm like, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Because it matters like where you at in life, what you got going on. That can play a factor.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I want to talk about what you just said, timing in life. I'm a firm believer of I'm not going backwards. I'm not going back. So I don't know about them re-rocking that, but I do feel like, it's like we can all be sitting here and we all gonna have different perspectives of something. And you're gonna see it from a different lens. And I just kind of feel like, yes, you can feel like that, because I feel like, again, and this goes back to the question when we said going the extra mile for somebody that's not going for you. Like, you may feel like, yes, I want this person to see me, and I've done all these things, and in their mind, they may feel like, I actually had somebody do more. You know what I'm saying? So I do, to answer the question, I do feel like you can absolutely love somebody, or that can be your soulmate, or that can be the person you feel like, oh my God, like that was the best I ever had, and they can feel the complete opposite about you.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
So for all y'all, well, y'all really won't. Nobody will go back. Let's say y'all broke up on good terms. Like, how do I put this? Let me go back. So let's say y'all broke up and it wasn't like a negative breakup. It was just bad timing, move, something like, subtle. Y'all really want to go back?
That's what I was saying. I'm not. I don't agree with you, Aisha. I want to challenge you on that, because it's just like, sometimes, like Jazz said, you in on really good terms. You just, like, you can literally move. Like, what if I had to move? You know what I'm saying? And you just it just not working at that moment. I don't think that's going backwards or toxic. It was just,
I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Dang, even if it was the love of your life?
No.
Why? Why you not going back?
I'm not going back because...
Wait, somebody else asked, because that's a little weird that you asked.
It's no, this would it need to be...
Okay.
But no, I'm not going back because I'm a firm believer that I just remember all those times when I broke up with guys and I was crying. I was asking God to save me. Like, God, I can't wait to not feel like this no more. And I was like, everybody would say, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I just feel like it's so many opportunities, so many people in the world. I just really don't feel like I need to be dating somebody that I've already dated. And I'm not talking about we talk for 2 months and then we get the lost traction. I'm talking about a relationship or something of a situation, something that lasted a long enough time to where we know each other. No, I'm not going to date that person again.
So what if
that's what I'm saying.
You have a boyfriend and he has to move to Australia.
We're gonna stay together.
I'm saying, what if it couldn't work for some odd reason? It couldn't work, and then he came
I'm
back.
not going back. I'm answering your question. I got right hand up. I'm not.
Even
going
if y'all
back.
still like texting friends, and then you realize hey, man, I'm gonna move to Australia and try it. You really want to do?
Yeah, going back to your last point, you said like you could find somebody else with what you said, like the same qualities.
I feel like you find somebody else. It's a lot of fish in the sea.
Right, but for a lot of people, like starting over is a lot. So I kind of feel like the reason like why a lot of people do go back, they're comfortable with that person, they didn't end on good terms, and they still, they in love with that person. They
like legit
still,
the love of your life.
Yes, like have real deep feelings for that person.
Yeah.
So,
I just feel like if somebody is the love of my life, we are going to still be together.
Here's a perfect example. My childhood best friend, her husband right now, they used to date in college, but they both ended up getting married and going in other relationships, and then they actually coincidentally both got divorced, and then they reconnected. So I'm like, you can literally reconnect.
I didn't listen. Y'all asked me, and I said
that's
no.
what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all not understanding. She said she ain't going back. That's why I'm not asking no questions, because some people just
like, I get it. I feel like if somebody's the love
it's
of
not
your
a
life,
crime not to want to not
It's
go
just
back.
interesting. Your perspective is just interesting. That's all.
yeah, no, and I'm not
we wasn't
saying
trying to
it,
get you to.
But y'all wouldn't go back. Would y'all go
What?
back?
If I ended on a good terms with somebody and it was like a timing thing, I'm not saying if somebody dogged me out and
that's
flipped to the mud. But I'm saying if it was timing was just off and then we reconnected and we're both in a better place. Yeah.
And I don't see that for me.
Oh, I'm not saying I have somebody that I would. I'm saying if I did.
No, and she's talking about like how you grow as people, basically.
Yeah.
Like she's saying like that person that you dated back then might not be the same person. Like if y'all try to reconnect, he might not be that same person back then that he is now.
So just do what's best for you. If you want to double back, double back. And
if
you don't want to, if you want to be like Aisha and just
it's your prerogative.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it for this episode. Let us know your thoughts on all the questions that we asked. Leave a comment below. We appreciate all the support, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.